Hi, this is Mia. The color is so bad, sorry. It's like, it's like, really, it's like, I don't like having my blinds open, but it's really dark inside my house. I keep on wishing that I had a window here, like, not necessarily here, but windows here and windows there. Excuse me, but I don't have it. I don't know. We have like I call it a little hut. We live in like a hut. And the downstairs like one open space, and the upstairs like 3 bedrooms, but they're like really small. I don't know. It's just, it feels cramped, and it doesn't help that I have a lot of stuff that I need to clean that I'm procrastinating about. I made a video earlier this morning. I actually did post it. It was like an hour long, which it was supposed to be like 15 minutes long. I was at a position where my daughter is out shopping with a teenage girl next door. I'm kind of like freaked out because I don't let my daughters ride around with people. Anyways, so much going on in my mind today. I'm so grumpy. I was talking after watching a video of somebody who was helping spread awareness and coaching people on recognizing signs of abuse and getting away from abuse. I watched like 2 or 3 of the videos because they were short. Unlike mine are usually like forever, and it prompted me to speak out more of the truth on my own personal situation and my growing up as a child. I had this drive to be an individual. I had this drive to go into the medical field. I had this drive to wear orange and to not put straighteners in my hair. You may object to my hairstyle, however, you're not the one going out in public with my hair, so it's like fine to have your opinion. It's like, it's not that I didn't like my hair like that, it was that I don't like chemicals burning through my scalp, and I don't like, as a child, all the people that were light wanted to be dark, and all the people that were dark wanted to be light, and all the people that had straight hair wanted curly hair, and all the people that had curly hair wanted straight hair. All the people that had black hair wanted blonde hair, and all the people that had blonde hair wanted black hair, or red hair, or whatever. And that when I was growing up, I was just like, what if we were just who God made us? And just thought and follow this path, this individual path of education, or family, or even if you did wrong stuff, it's like stupid stuff. It's like you follow this path. And it's like, I was like, what if we were just who we were? And instead of, this is how I was when I was a teenager, I was like, instead of always trying to be somebody else, or think like someone else, or have my furniture in my house decorations like someone else, what if I was myself? And instead of spending time, money, energy, getting scalp burns and hair falling out permanently, what if I just took that energy and did the best I could be, do the best I could at being myself, so that I can do God's plan for my life, and in the process help others, is what I'm saying. It's like, it's not necessarily a selfish thing that I feel I'm doing. It's like, spend the time and energy on people that maybe don't even have a choice as to what color their hair is, or how many times a month they go to get a manicure. I have 0 manicures, 0 pedicures. I've had about 3 massages in my life, and I highly promote, like, for my own personal health, I highly promote massage therapy as a therapy of pure prevention. Like, in my own case, a lot of my health and problems, like stress, come from stress. Like, and it's like, you can physically, I mean, the dental hygienist and the massage therapist, they can physically see and or feel my stress level based on how messed up my body is. And it fluctuates. It's not like, oh, you're born this way. It's like, wow. And I couldn't even have a chiropractor work on me until my muscles were relieved by a massage. And then after that, one massage, it was like nothing, and they're like, oh, I can't work on you anymore because your body's all so tense that I can't do any adjustments. Like a waste of time and money. And I haven't been back to either, or because it is time and money for me as well, and I could work extra hours to try to pay for a chiropractor massage. However, I'd work like 2-3 days just for one, and 2-3 days for another, and then that would be working double shift, which would be less time with my kids. So I prefer to spend the time with my kids and work half a shift and not get the massage and not get the chiropractor until it's unbearable. And then by the time it's unbearable, the pain, it's like then you have to go into your first visit, and they're like, it's going to take like 10 visits. And sometimes they don't just say that. Like, you know, I've done chiropractic work as a student in the clinic, and it's just like, we got to start. Like, where do you want to start? You want to start with the head, or you want to start with the toe? Or what's the most urgent, pressing thing? Because, like, you got so many things going on, you got to just go through it. So, there's forms. I imagine, like, I know nothing about world culture. I mean, I know a little bit, but it's not my strength. And I read a lot of fiction, so don't quote me on anything. And I watch movies, old movies. I mean, it's only a few years old, but I don't necessarily watch the new ones unless someone urges me to go. I was like at this position where I imagine some like monk or something wearing an orange jumpsuit or an orange robe jumpsuit. I think that's a prisoner. So that's like same thing. In an isolation chamber, eating a simple meal, getting exercise. I'm imagining this person being able to go out and scrub themselves in a stream, or just soak their feet even and walk on pebbles and get sand between their toes, and be able to sit on an old log with moss and watch ants and termites and slugs or whatever's in the moist ground. I imagine them being able to sit in the sun, and if they have an aching shoulder, that they can rub that ache out with the help of the sun. And imagine them, if they're walking far from their cabin, like a natural all wood, no fake stuff, no chemical smells, no pollution in their house, except for maybe fire or something inside or outside that goes to a chimney. Imagining them not having to carry a big old bag. Like, here you have to carry all your stuff with you, your valuables. If you don't carry it, someone steals it out of your car or whatever. I don't leave it in the lunchroom, or when I go to work, I carry all my stuff at the lunch break, and it seems stupid. So all I really need is like my lunch and my purse. It's like, you never know when you might need it, or you don't know when they might lock the door or get locked out or this or that. So I imagine like someone carry just like a shoulder bag with like some water and maybe a snack wrapped up in a napkin, like a cloth napkin that can be washed and hung out to dry, and you watch your laundry floating in the wind and hear the birds chirping and calling and baby birds. Like, I imagine like being that person who's able to just breathe, and when you need to go to market, you go to market, and you have family members and friends, loving people that are working together. It's not that you're dying and you're trying to survive and you're huddling over a campfire to keep from freezing to death. It's like you're peaceful and you come together and you do these things, and you have traditional festivals and holidays. I'm not saying that I want to punish myself, and then it's like, imagine when it's time to take a trip into the big city, you go in the big city, and then you ride a moped or you ride on a bus. If you need to go on an airplane and travel, then you take your peace everywhere you go. And for me, it would